Okie dokie, ho ho! Let's go!
Hey guys, it's Retrohead here, and welcome back to another video. Today I have a nice old-fashioned game hunting video, so today I'm going to Norwich to go to CeX, Cash Converters, and also Last Level Games. Now I didn't actually buy anything from CeX, there was a game that I was after but it didn't have the manual, but I still took a little bit of footage to show you. But I got some really cool pickups from both Cash Converters and Last Level Games. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird, but I've got a little bit of a cough and a sore throat at the minute, nothing particular, but just sounds a little bit croaky today. I'm actually really pleased with what I've managed to add to the collection. So if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel Retrohead. But without further ado, let's go game hunting. So here I am in Last Level Games, and as you know, I've been here lots of times on the channel before. A shop that I really enjoy visiting, and I often get some really cool pickups from. So as you can see, filming in the glass cabinet to start with, because this is where they always have the really cool stuff. So there's a very big Master System collection here, which was really good to see, and also you don't see many Master System games, and I actually think the Master System is a really underrated console, so I really enjoyed seeing all of those. But now I'm going to put some music on and enjoy the video. The Last Level Games normally display their cheaper retro games here and their more expensive ones in the cabinets. Now looking at the GameCube section here, I sadly already had all of these in the collection, but I did manage to add a GameCube game out the glass cabinet to my collection. If you're not familiar with the channel, I'm going for the GameCube full set, and every game I pick up is one game closer to the full set. This cabinet was more of like the high level PS2, PS3 and sort of like PS Vita games, and there were some incredible games there. But also some incredible consoles here, including a pink PSP, which I actually saw a box copy of in Cash Converters. But how cool are these games here, including X-Men Wolverine, which I could not believe was that expensive on the PS3 now. That was Last Level Games, an absolutely awesome shop, and one that I absolutely love visiting, and one that I think you should definitely visit if you can make it. But now, our next stop on our game hunting trip is Cash Converters. Here I am in Cash Converters, and filming in the cabinets here. I often try and be a little bit discreet filming in Cash Converters, because sometimes I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm going to pause the video right here. But I just want to talk about this pink original DS. For only 20 quid, this is an awesome price, and I actually have the original pink DS box only that I picked up from a gaming shop years ago. Now £20 is an awesome price for this, but it actually said untested. Now, I don't know about you, I might be sort of being a bit like assuming here, but I would presume that Cash Converters have DS chargers out the back so they can charge them if they come in without chargers. And also, I don't believe that they wouldn't just wait for a DS with a charger to come in so they can test this and sell it as full price. I don't know if I was sort of reading too much into the situation here. I did sort of have a little look at the screen. It did have some spots on the screen which I thought were burnt pixels. So for 20 quid, I just had to leave it, but it was a shame. Moving on, there was some other really cool stuff, including loads of loose Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games, and some boxed ones as well. Now, I did manage to add something from the collection from here that I was actually really pleased with, but I just found a lot of stuff was a little bit overpriced today. Sometimes in cash converters you can find loads of really good underpriced stuff, and sometimes it just seems to be overpriced. It's sort of like you either find everything or nothing in cash converters, which is a bit weird. But next up we have CEX. Now I didn't actually have much time to film in here because I wanted to get to some other shops today. Now there was one game that I was hoping to pick up, and that is 13 on the GameCube, but sadly it didn't have a manual. Moving on to the glass cabinets, again I didn't actually pick anything up, but I thought I'd film while I was here, because there was some really cool bits. There was a few games I was hoping to pick up that I saw online. A couple of the box games, I was sort of had enough voucher for one and I was going to pick one. But the condition was just not really great on anything in here at the minute, which is a real shame. Like Norwich CeX, I have picked up some good retro in the past, as you will have seen on the videos. But there just didn't seem to be very much good condition stuff today. But if you were after Mega Drive, there was absolutely tons of it here. That was my mini game hunt. I managed to add some awesome bits to the collection. But now let's go back to the games room and check out all of those pickups. So I am back from my trip out game hunting. Like I say, I didn't get anything from CEX as there was just nothing that I was particularly after. The game that I was trying to buy was 13 on the GameCube. But that one didn't have the manual, which is a shame because I don't see that game very often. So I really wanted to try and add that because I am going for the full GameCube set. But that was a bit of a shame, but I did actually go there because I traded in a few bits out of my collection. I recently went through my PS4 collection and just took out loads of the stuff that I wasn't particularly fussed about and did a little bit of trading. So I was going there to trade in stuff, and anything else there was a bonus, so it didn't really matter too much. But I'm really pleased with what I managed to pick up from cash converters, and it's a boxed Game Boy Advance game, and that is James Pond, codename Robocop. Now this box, as you can see, is very shiny. But I'm doing a bit of research. I don't think this is a repro. I think this is how it originally came. And also the Nintendo official logo looks like legit to me. And the cartridge is all legit because I took it out and took it apart and the cartridge is absolutely fine. You can see the little Nintendo logo inside and the indented number. But yeah, very pleased to have this in the collection. As if you saw in the footage, this was only a $5. So I was very pleased to find this. Inside, it is complete with the manual here. And that is in really good condition. And like the cartridge has even got its original little plastic baggie, which is really cool. Now, I have never played this game. My dad collects it exclusively for boxed Sega, if you've watched the channel before. I've played this game on the Mega Drive. He doesn't actually own it on the Mega Drive, but I have played it on the Mega Drive. And it's a really good game. As you can see on the front, it looks like a kid's game. But if you look closely, or you've played it before, you can see that he's actually holding a gun. And that's obviously because he's trying to be a bit like James Bond. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how this plays on the Game Boy Advance. Let me know if you have this in your collection and if you've played it or not. But yeah, really look forward to playing this. I'm really pleased to pick it up for just a $5. Next up we have a pickup that my dad found. If you don't watch your channel, my dad collects for exclusively boxed Sega games. I collect for Nintendo, PlayStation and Atari, and my dad only collects for Sega. And he bought a Sega Saturn game to add to his collection, and that is Tunnel B1. As you can see, this is only £10 and I'll show you inside in a minute. It's in really good condition. For a Saturn game, it's in like exceptional condition. But I'm just going to read you a little bit on the back about this one. You tear through rock and steel, your only hope. Far between the enemy and victory lies a devastating weapon, and between you and the enemy lies Tunnel B1. So this is a game that I'm not very familiar with at all. I believe it's got a PS1 release, I'm fairly certain. But I'm really looking forward to playing this with him in the Sega room, as it looks like a really good game. I've searched out some gameplay footage, it looks like one that I'd definitely be interested in playing. And I'll try to show you inside, because the condition of this is so nice. Here is the manual and the disc. I'm not going to take the disc out because it won't come across on camera, but it literally looks pristine. And the manual looks like it's hardly ever been read. So for a tenner, which is the same as the CEX price, but obviously in CEX it could well be battered. So he was really pleased to pick this up, especially for the condition that it's in. Again, let me know if you've played it. Next up, we have a GameCube game that I bought from Last Level Games, and one that I'm very pleased to have in the collection now. As CEX only has 7 of these in stock, so it's not a very common game, and this is again in such good condition. And that is Shrek Super Slam. Now, my experience with these sort of kids movie tie-in games isn't the most. I've played quite a few, and from what I can gather, because I don't really listen to reviews, I sort of like just like make my own opinion of these games, they're either really good or terrible. So I've got no idea whether this is going to be good or terrible, because I only bought this 2 days ago, so I haven't played it yet. I haven't even seen any of the Shrek films either, but they do look like a bit more interesting to me than just your normal kids film. But inside, the condition of this is so nice, and the disc literally looks brand new. So to add this to the collection for only £10, I was really pleased to have it. I do have another Shrek game on the GameCube, Shrek 2. Played that, and I actually found it to be a very good game. So I'm really looking forward to seeing whether this is worse or even better, because it does actually look better from the front. And from the back, as you see on those pictures, I'm actually really looking forward to playing this. But obviously this isn't the game that you probably wouldn't buy if you're not going for a full set of a console. Like, you don't hear people saying, I've just bought a GameCube and Shrek Super Slam is the first game that I want for it. But I'm really going for the GameCube full set so I can have all the GameCube games. But I'd actually love to play all of the GameCube games as well. Just to be able to say you've played all the games for one console, I think would be really special. And the GameCube is my most favourite console. So I'm so pleased to have this in the collection. This has been a game that I've been keeping my eyes open for ages, but just haven't found a good condition. I have seen it in CEX a couple of times, but I just never seem to find this game with the manual. So I'm really pleased to finally tick it off the list and not have to think about finding another copy, because this has been really hard to find. And the other charity shop find I had was these 3 games here. 2 PS3 games and 1 Nintendo DS game. Now I'm actually only going to keep one of these because the other 2 are going to trade into CEX. As they're just games that I've either got in the collection or not too interested in. So the first game I'm going to trade into CEX is Portal 2 on the PS3. Now this is quite interesting, these games, because these were all priced up. I'll show you the price stickers on the back. Quite expensive, but on Black Friday all games half price, 50% off. So I really made the most of that and picked up these games. So you see, this says £4, and I actually obviously only paid 2, half price. And this trades in CEX for £4, so I'm quite happy to do £2 into £4. That's a good deal in my opinion. It's in really nice, complete condition, so it trades in absolutely fine. A game that I've never played before, to be honest, doesn't really interest me very much. Next up, we have the DS game, and that is Professor Layton and the Lost Future. A really, really good DS game, but just one that I do already have in the collection. As you see, this one was labelled up at £2, but I obviously paid just £1 for it. And inside, this is in really nice condition. I'll probably swap this one out for my copy, to be fair, because this is in really good condition. But this trades in for £3. £1 into £3 is a brilliant deal. And finally, it's a game that I've wanted in the collection for absolutely ages. Now, I wouldn't have picked this up for the original price it said on the back, but obviously it was 50% off, so definitely worth it. And that is the Tomb Raider HD trilogy on PS3. So pleased to have this in the collection. One that I've wanted for so long. As you can see, labelled up at £7.50, so I only pay £3.75 for it. I think this is like £8 in CEX, so quite happy to pay £3.75 for it. I'm really pleased with this. And inside, it's in such nice condition. The disc is absolutely pristine, and the manual looks brand new. It's got everything in there. It's even got its little Tomb Raider slip in the back as well. So pleased to have this in the collection. This has been a game that I've wanted to have for absolutely ages. I really like these HD trilogies. So I'm so pleased to add this to the collection. Let me know if you like collecting these Classics HD trilogies. I also think these are going to be ones that go up in price in the future. So if there is any you want to grab, I'd suggest grabbing them pretty soon. So that was the pickups today, and in my opinion, I did really well with what I managed to find. As always at the end of these videos, let me know what your favourite pickup was in the comments down below. I'm really pleased with both Shrek Super Slam and also James Pond on the GBA, but let me know, what was your favourite? Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!